In this video, I'll be showing you how to color grade your raw photos in Photoshop. And in case you want to download this raw file practice and follow along with, simply check the link in the video description. So the very first thing you have to do is, first of all, before you color grade, import the image into Photoshop, and that is going to automatically open up in Camera Raw. So this is my Camera Raw interface, and I'm using Camera Raw 18.2. So the first step to color grading is, first of all, correcting or getting the right contrast and light values regarding the image before you go ahead to deal with the colors. So for this, just come to the light panel right here, and what I prefer to do is decreasing on the highlights, and I just slightly decrease on the whites to recover information, especially in the blown out areas of the face. Then I'll take the blacks down just a little bit, and I'll open up the shadows a little bit like that. Then I'll add some contrast to the image to about, I prefer about 8, and I'll open up the exposure just a little bit. I feel like that is too much. So after doing this simple correction, you can say before and after. The next step is going to be coming to the color panel, and in the color panel, you can change the temperature regarding how warm or how cool the image was shot. So in case you shot the image using, or if the image is too warm, you can play around with the temperature slider by introducing more blues, and in case the image is too blue, you can introduce in more yellows to warm up the image, and that is going to help you reduce on the blues in the image. And in case the photo has that kind of green or magenta tint, you can adjust it by either eliminating magentas by moving this towards the green side, or eliminating the greens by moving this towards the magenta side. So I'll just go straight to my color mixer tool or panel, and in this we have the mixer and point color. With mixer, you have limited colors. We have reds, oranges, yellows, greens, aquas, blues, purples, and magentas. And in the point color, we can even have more colors by sampling a given color. So let me first of all show you how point color is going to be working. So in point color, you can even get more colors, more than the ones listed right here. So in point color, just come to point color, click on the picker tool, and you can sample a given color, and you can adjust the hue values of that given color under point color. So hue is all about changing a color, saturation is the intensity of a color, and luminance is the brightness level of a given color. So that is how point color is going to be working. And with the mixer, we have the same options, but in these stated or listed colors. So we have hue, saturation, and luminance. So when it comes to hue, we are basically changing the color. So for example, if we are to use the oranges, especially for a skin tone, and we play around with the oranges under hues, you can see that the orange slider is moving from red to yellow. You can see that it is moving from a red color to a yellow color. So if I move a selected color, that is the oranges, towards this side, I'm moving it towards the red side. And when I move it towards this right hand side, I'm introducing or making that color towards the yellow side. You can see how the skin tone is changing. So that is how hue is going to be working. And you can as well see the colors that are going to be turned into when you look at the color either on top or below it. So you can see that above this we have red, and below it we have yellow. So that is how hue is going to be working. Saturation is the intensity of a color. You can increase on the intensity of the oranges, or you can reduce on the intensity of the oranges. Luminance is the brightness level of a color. You can decide to darken the oranges, you can decide to brighten the oranges. So that is how luminance is going to be working. And by the way, to reset a given adjustment, double click on this pointer, and that is going to reset that given adjustment. So after understanding how these different tools are going to be working regarding the color mixer panel, it is going to be time to put it into effect. So we shall first of all come to the hues, and we shall be playing around with the hues. So depending on the colors in the image, for example, I prefer to have more my greens towards the aqua side. So I'll come to the greens under hues, and I'll move this towards the aqua side. You can see aqua is the next color below green. So I just move the greens towards the aqua side like that. Then this is going to make the greens oversaturated. So what I'll do, After I've done that, you can even play around with the yellow. So just come to saturation and simply reduce on the saturation of the greens like that. So you can start to have just reduced on the saturation of the greens, and we have reduced on the intensity of the greens in this very image. So you can do the same for the rest of the colors like the yellows in case you want it towards this side or towards the green side. So I'm just going to leave the yellows towards a little bit towards my oranges to make them pop in the background. You can see before, after, and you can check on the before and after for just the color mixer. This is where we started and this is where we are right now. Then for the next step, I'm just going to come to my luminous and I'll slightly darken the oranges to have more contrast, especially within the skin tones of the subject. And I feel like this is okay. So you can say before and after. So in case you want to make the image pop, we have more adjustments. So we shall just come to our color grading panel right here, and under color grading we can adjust these colors accordingly regarding the medium or the midtones, the shadows and the highlights. So you can see that we have these options right here: midtones, shadows and highlights. So in case you want to add a given color, for example to the midtones, you can simply click on this middle wheel and you move it around like this to see how it is going to be affecting your image. So the closer it is towards this outer circle, the more intense that color is going to be, and the closer it is towards the center, the less intense that color is going to be in the image. So for this, I'm just going to add a tiny bit of oranges, just a little bit, and to reduce on the intensity, I'll simply move this towards the center just like that to reduce on the intensity of the oranges in my midtone. So that is what I have. And when it comes to the shadows, you can even decide to add, maybe you can decide to cool down the shadows by adding a tiny bit of cyans or blues towards the shadow area. So I'm just going to add a little bit of blues towards the shadows, and in the highlights you can even add a given color. So that is how the color grading panel is going to be working regarding the image. So you can even have a smooth transition by simply blending the colors to have a more seamless effect. So I'll go with about 48. Looks okay. So this is where we started and this is where we are right now, before, after. So in case you want the image to even pop, the next step is going to be coming to our calibration panel, and in the calibration panel we have these adjustments. But usually in case you shoot outdoors and you want the colors, especially in the greens, the reds, to pop, you can come to blue primary, and let me show you how this is going to be affecting the image. So when I move the saturation slider forward like that, you can notice that the greens and the oranges or reds are going to be more intense. So in case you shoot more portraits and want the colors to pop every single time, you have to come to the blue primary like this and you play around with the saturation. You can see you can make it dull or you can make the colors pop in the image. So I'm just going to just add a tiny bit of pop to the overall image. So this is a before and after, and this is a before and after for just adding that kind of pop to this very image. So this is what I've been able to achieve so far regarding this very image. So for the next step, we are going to open the image in Photoshop and we add tiny adjustments regarding color grading. So color grading is done both in Camera Raw or even Lightroom, and Photoshop also has its own individual color grading tools. So let's just come and open the image in Photoshop. Just click on open to open the photo in Photoshop, and right now we are in Photoshop. And basically in Photoshop, like I said, we have different tools, and the first tool that we can use to make the image or the colors even more better is the selective color. So just come to adjustments right here, and you're going to look for our selective color adjustment layer, and you can see selective color has all these colors: reds, yellows, greens, cyans, blues, magentas, whites, neutrals and blacks. So depending on colors in the image, you can adjust them accordingly. So for this, I'll just come, for example, to the greens. So just come to selective color, target the greens, and you can decide to add magentas to the greens, or you can simply add more greens to the greens, and that is going to make those colors pop. So that is how this is going to be in this case. So I'm just going to make a greens pop slightly, and you can even decide to cool down the greens by adding more blues to the greens, just like that. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit of blues towards the greens, and this is what we are achieving. Then you can even come to the blacks, for example, and you can intensify on the blacks. So under the blacks, remember we have a black slider, and with this you can add contrast to the black areas and you darken the black or the blacks in the image. So for this, I'll simply just show you this. You can intensify on the blacks, or you can decide to reduce on the strength of the blacks in the image. So for this, I'm just going to come, and by the as you're doing all this, make sure you are under relative. Yeah, so I'm just going to do this, and I feel like 3 is okay. And in case you want to make 3 is too much, 2 is okay. And in case you want to make the color a little bit more cinematic, you can even decide to play around with the black. So in case the blacks have a little bit of cyan tint or reddish tint to it, you can decide to eliminate that color by simply moving towards the cyan side to eliminate reds from the blacks of the image. So you can see before and after for our selective color, before and after. Look, you can see initially it had that kind of magenta tint, and right now we introduce cyans, and that helped to eliminate the magentas from the blacks of the image. So that is for selective color. Then you're going to come and learn about another tool in this case, which is going to be our color balance. So under color balance, you can start to have midtones, highlights, and the shadows. So this basically works like the color grading panel in Camera Raw. So you can decide to add a given color regarding the shadows. You can decide to add maybe blues towards the shadows, or you can decide to add more yellows to the shadows, and you can come to the midtones and play around with these to your taste or to your liking. So these are the different tools that you can use to color grade your raw photos and have the best out of your raw images when it comes to Photoshop. I hope you have learned a thing or two from this very video. Ronix from Ronix Photography. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in yet more videos on this channel. Don't forget to keep practicing and as well keep creating.